What's up, Next Gen Tactics? Neely here. I have a Black Ops game of Domination on the map Villa. And this game I'm going to analyze the very first minute here, and then as the game goes on, I'll talk about some of the mistakes I make, and yeah, we're just going to sort of roll with the punches and talk about the gameplay. I'm going to roll with the FAMAS here. I got Hardline, Sleight of Hand, and Ninja. It's been my pretty much go-to setup now for a while, and if I have time, I will talk about that as the video goes on. Immediately here, I'm going to capture our, the flag in our spawn, and then I'm going to immediately go up to B, which gets very hot on this map, as all B flags do in a game of Domination. And right here, I am not aware at all of the team coming through the middle. And then right here, I am going to get this guy first off. I guess I'll say that. And right here, I'm going to stop the clip and look in the back right here. Well, the corner right. There's a couple guys coming over there, and this is just poor vision on my part. And of course, as I start the clip back up here, you'll see that, well, my poor vision gets me killed. So, yeah, with Villa, haven't played it much, so still learning the nooks and crannies, and by that I mean where teams spawn and where the choke points are. I mean, obviously, in a game of Domination, B is always going to be a major choke point, but it's still sort of learning where the enemy team comes from. And that's sort of why I like Domination as opposed to Team Deathmatch and Free-for-all. For the most part, you generally know where these bastards are coming from on the other team. Because obviously whatever flag they have is most likely their spawn, typically, unless you're dominating them, excuse me, and yeah, they get a random spawn. But again, with Domination, just trying to get better on my vision. And when I say that again, I'm talking to, or I'm referring to, spawn points, and just generally where people like to hide and where people are coming from. And I'm still sort of getting basically a grasp of the kick on the FAMAS. It has sort of a kick when you first shoot it, and you'll see in a couple shots here, especially when I aim down the sights, that my aim's a little bit bad. But I do manage to have a couple nice streaks here, especially this one here at the beginning, and right there again a little bit bad on the aim, but that's not bad. And then stupidity right there. I try to put my Cobra up the attack helicopter, and I fail miserably. And then I wanted to get back to that napalm strike you saw me get at. I tried to put it on B, and I'm backtracking here a little bit. I probably should have mentioned it when I first got it, but at this flag here at B, when I originally put that napalm strike down, I kind of regretted it because I guess on the mini-map, I keep forgetting that even though people die and they appear on the mini-map, that doesn't mean they're always going to be there. What I mean by that basically is that you'll see their fire come up, and then you'll generally see that they're still there, but they're not because they're dead. And so sometimes that still confuses me. And right here is pretty crazy. I don't know. I guess what happens here is I get my attack helicopter to get me a kill, and I thought that I killed that guy, so I sort of stopped shooting him, thinking that, I had killed him with my FAMAS, and then I realized that, oh shit, I didn't kill him, and then it sort of comes into a 1v1 there, and I think I had a teammate who was nice enough to sort of back me up there, and helped me out, because I was not doing so hot on that one-on-one fight. And then I come through this house here, and I realize that they're coming from this bottom right here where you're going to see me looking at. And this seems to be a heavy favored spawn. I definitely noticed here from playing a couple games that they like to come beyond this circle garden. I think that's what it is. It's like a giant fountain there, or a giant statue, and then there's a back right where I'm looking at again right here where it seems like a lot of people spawn from. And then right here, this guy, I don't know if he's trying to get revenge on. Yeah, he is trying to get revenge because he's clearly shooting as soon as he comes around the corner. And there's the after effects of my napalm strike, which I do enjoy using. I've gotten a couple good multi-kills with it. And I like that the fact that when it's on the map, even if they do get into it, it's pretty much an instant kill, which is kind of nice. And that's sort of what I've been running, although in this game here, I was still running Spy Plane, Napalm Strike, and the Cobra, or the attack helicopter, whereas as the night went on, when I was playing, and playing pretty well, I sort of switched it up because I was having a good night. Typically, when I get up high in the kill streaks, I like to change it up, experiment, and see if I can get even higher on the kill streak chain. So I was running, eventually I was running the Napalm Strike, I was running the attack helicopter, and then the R-51 I think it is. It's not the Blackbird, it's the, oh, the name's escaping me here. It's basically a giant mortar strike. It's not the mortar team where you put down 3 separate strikes, but it's the giant bomber. It's sort of like the stealth bomber. I guess that's what it is. It's like the stealth bomber from Modern Warfare 2, but it has a different name. I totally forget what it is. Maybe someone could mention that in the comment section. You know, when a game's new like this, you kind of forget everything, but yeah, that happens. Shit happens. And then when I get up into this house here, I'm kind of looking around because I don't really know where they're coming from, and so that's sort of why I slow the game here, or I slow the game down for myself. The key is, guys, especially when you don't know where teams are coming from, the key is to slow the game down for yourself, and you do that by getting in cover and, you know, sort of remaining silent and behind, you know, your cover for a little while there, so you can generally take time to glance up at your mini map in the upper left-hand corner, and then from there you could sort of dictate your next move. I looked up at my mini map and I saw the B was sort of hot, and, you know, for the most part I wanted to capture B because B is very important to capture, in my opinion. I mean, if you could get your spawn flag and if you can get B, well, you're probably going to win because, well, 2 is greater than 1, obviously, so I definitely wanted to do that. And then I want to touch upon this route here that I'm taking. This is a great flanking route to get to A. In terms of a description of where it's at, all I could really say is back right, where this big army truck is and where these wooden gates are and these wooden houses. Very good spot here to sort of flank around, and you can catch them coming from the, is it the A flag spawn? Yeah, the A flag spawn I think I'm looking at here. It's pretty easy to catch them coming through here, and then I sort of get kill hungry here, but at the same time I'm trying to play smart because I know they realize that I'm sitting here and they probably want to get a revenge kill. And then I managed to switch my guns because I'm out of bullets, but yeah, that's a really good route to sort of flank on, and then I make my way up here because I think I was leery that they were going to come around me, so I wanted to prevent that. That's why I sort of came up into this house here to wreak all havoc. And right there, epic fail on my part. The one thing I have to get used to in this game is the fact that it seems like when you're close up like that, you can't aim down the sights as you could in Modern Warfare 2. You could sort of get away with it in Modern Warfare 2, where in this it seems like the hit markers can be off sometimes. So I definitely recommend you guys to hip fire a lot more. And I've noticed that hip firing, you know, it's good, it's bad at some points. I definitely prefer it, though, over aiming down the sights at that typical range that you guys saw me die from. So I recommend that as well. It takes a little while for me to get used to firing from the hip at that range, simply because I'm not used to it. Definitely not used to it, because the mechanics are a little different, since this game is sort of similar to World at War, I guess. And then right here I make use of this tree. This tree is my best friend here, sort of saves my life for a while. And then I have some epically bad spray shooting here, and yeah, just taking cover on this tree, clinging on to dear life. I'm a tree hugger, you know. And then I think I get the completely dominated challenge there, where you get all the flags captured, and I think it was in 10 seconds or something, or 5 seconds. So, needless to say, my team was pretty solid here. We weren't having much difficulty gaining ground in this game, which was awesome. So it made my life generally a lot easier. And, you know, I was generally rushing up. I knew that I could get away with rushing up, so I was doing that, and it was paying off, because I felt like I was doing a good job of capturing the flags, moving around, playing defensive as well. I felt like this game definitely highlighted ways that you could play offensive and defensive. You know, you need to move up when you need to move up to capture flags, and then when you need to defend, well, you need to defend. So that's sort of why I chose to upload this gameplay to you guys, because I think it definitely shows the double-edged sword, or the second perspective of how you can play Domination. Of course, you need a couple guys that sort of stay back and defend, but I think generally when you have a bunch of guys sort of playing offensive and then defensive, I think your team's way better off, because it creates a lot more havoc for your other team. And right there you can see what I mean by the kick up of the FAMAS. It takes me a little while to get used to it at times. And then was that... Oh, Claymore got me. Duh. I'm still horrible at picking up Claymores, I'm not going to lie. I'll be frank with you. I struggle with it sometimes. And then right there, that guy takes some shots. And yeah, I think that's all I really got to say. We're going to win this game here in about 10-20 seconds, if not now. And yeah, like I said, generally happy with this. The final score is going to be 45-8. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully, let me restate that, hopefully, if I can not jumble my words, hopefully you guys learned some tips and tactics. I'm going to follow this up with some more footage, obviously. And I need your comments below. What would you guys like to see next? Would you guys like to see a sharpshooter wager match, or would you guys prefer to see a 41-14 headquarters match? So up to you. Go ahead in the comment section below, put what you'd rather see next. And as well, guys, make sure you check the links in the description of this video. Please go over to Facebook and check out our Next Gen Tactics Facebook page. It's a really great thing going on over there. Hop on over to my channel, hit the link. You'll see in the description of this video, you will see the link to my channel. So hop on over. We'll have a good time. And I think that is all I have to say. You guys take care. I'll see you for my next video.
Hey guys, we're on Facebook. Check the description of this video for the link to our new Facebook application. Subscribe and get our latest video updates posted right on the wall on your own Facebook page.